Alright guys, Max back here with another product profile for you, and today we have the newest version of one of our best-selling products. We have the Quanum NOVA Pro. So as with all product profiles, we're going to run you down and show you what's in the box. But after we do that, we're going to take you through all the new features on the NOVA Pro. We're going to walk you through the new APM board, the new motors, the new propellers, the new battery compartment and battery size that the NOVA Pro uses, the new ports on the bottom of the NOVA, and the new telemetry system. So let's go ahead and start with what comes in the box. Alright, so when you get your NOVA Pro, it's going to come in this nice box here, and this comes with everything you see here. It's all laid out for you. So we're going to get the box out of the way. And we're going to start from my right side over here, and you're going to be receiving a Turnigy B4 charger, which comes with a charge lead. You're also going to receive a 12-volt power supply for that charger. Next thing you're going to get is a vibration isolated action camera mount that will work with most action cams. No stabilization here, but good if you just want to start taking some basic aerial video. You're going to receive a set of 4 9x5 self-tightening propellers. They come in this box here, and we're going to be talking more about them in a little bit. Then you also receive a box with your 2 landing skids, which we already have here on the NOVA. They're just held on with thumb screws, so super easy install on those. And of course, you're going to receive your Quanum NOVA Pro all fully assembled. You don't have to do anything to it aside from install the landing gear, as I just mentioned. You're also going to get your NOVA Pro transmitter, full 7-channel transmitter. You get your 4 RC controls. You get your 2 knobs in the middle here to control your accessories like your gimbal or your retractable landing gear. And it also has your switches for your flight modes up here. So you'll also be receiving a battery with your NOVA Pro. It's going to be a 3S 5200 milliamp battery. Again, as I mentioned, there was a new battery size for the Pro, and this is it. Alright guys, so that's what's in the box. Now we're going to talk about all the new features with the NOVA Pro. Now the first thing we want to talk about is the new APM board. With the original NOVA, it was an APM compatible flight controller. With the NOVA Pro, it is a full-on APM flight controller compatible with Mission Planner and fully telemetry ready out of the box. We also have a new custom power module that allows you to use the telemetry system to show you battery voltage and all that good stuff you'll be getting with the Tower app, but we're going to talk about that more in depth later. So now one of the other main new features are the new motors. As you can see, these are black cans, unlike the silver ones that came with the original NOVA. These are 2312 980 kV motors. They have a 4mm steel shaft, where the original NOVA had a 3mm aluminum shaft, and they use 11mm bearings as compared with the original NOVA, which only used 8mm bearings. So these motors are going to give you more power, more flight time, and they're optimized perfectly for the new 9x5 self-tightening props. So these guys right here, no more need for tools or prop nuts. Again, like the original NOVA, you just have to spin these on. Super simple to do. Just like that, and you're all set to go flying, one on each motor, and they are coated with the black or silver nubs on the top for which ones go where. So as I mentioned earlier, the NOVA Pro is going to be using a new battery, 3S 5200. And for this new battery, we have a much larger battery compartment. So in the back here, again, you have your XT60 connector and your battery compartment for your 5200 milliamp battery. Now with this bigger battery, you're going to be seeing flight times of around 25 minutes if you're using no accessories with a plain NOVA like this, or around 18 minutes or so if you're using an accessory like a gimbal. So much improved flight time over the original NOVA. So we have some new ports on the bottom of the NOVA Pro that are going to be a little bit different from the original NOVA. To start, you have your 2 inputs or outputs for your accessories like your retractable landing gear or your gimbals. You have your micro USB port for programming with Mission Planner. You have a 12-volt gimbal out that works perfectly with our Quanum Q2D or Quanum Q3D gimbals. And you also have your telemetry port all set to work with your APM telemetry radios, again, which we're going to show you in a little bit. So as I mentioned, the NOVA Pro comes fully set up and capable for telemetry, and there's 2 ways you can transmit and receive to the modules built into the NOVA. You can use our brand new Quanum Bluetooth telemetry box, or you can use your standard APM 2-way telemetry radios using your USB OTG cables with your phone. Now, you're going to be pairing these with the 3D Robotics Tower app, which you can download for your device that you're using. And you just have to install one telemetry radio into your Nova, as we have installed right here. And again, you can use either the Bluetooth telemetry or the regular telemetry radio. And we're going to be showing you that in action when we take it out to fly the Nova in a little bit. Alright guys, so that about wraps it up for all the new features on the Quantum Nova Pro. Now before we go out and fly it, I'd recommend doing a radio calibration and a compass calibration using Mission Planner. It should be good for you out of the box, but I like to do that just to dial the Nova in a little bit more before we go flying. And then as I mentioned, the Nova has a full APM 2.7 board, so you can use Mission Planner to set up and adjust any of the features that you want. So it's super simple to do. Anything you want to change, you can do it. So now we're going to go ahead and take the Nova out for some flying. Alright guys, so we're out here at our local flying field in Calverton, the home of the Wingnuts, and we have the Quantum Nova Pro, and we're going to take you through a bunch of the different flight features through the different flight modes that come preloaded onto the Pro. So the first thing we're going to do is connect our telemetry. We have our Quantum Bluetooth telemetry box, which you can find out more about it on our new items page, and I have the Tower app loaded up on my phone here. So we're going to connect to the Nova. We are connected. There we go. Recenter our GPS location. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the Nova up in the basic stabilized flight mode. We'll fly it around a little bit. So down and to the right to arm it. Arm. Confirmation for telemetry, we're armed. Here we go. And again, this is just basic stabilized flight mode. So as you'll see, when I bring the Nova back to us, it is a little bit breezy today, I let go of pressure on the right stick, she will come back to level flight. So nice and helpful if you're a beginner or just don't want to have to worry about any kind of acro mode or anything. Alright, so next flight what we're going to talk about is the GPS position hold. Super easy to get into. SWB, your left switch is going to be on 0. SWA, we're going to click down to the middle position, and we'll get confirmation from our telemetry that we are in hold. Mode position hold. Now again, it is a little bit windy, so the Nova will do its best to hold its position.
It is gusty.
It is gusty, but it is not doing too bad. It's a little bouncy, but it's staying right about where I put it. All right, so the next flight mode we're gonna do is gonna be altitude hold. Now it's different from GPS hold in that this will only hold the altitude of your Nova. So if you're filming or something like that, all you have to do is set it in altitude hold mode and then push the direction you want, and the flight controller will hold that set altitude while you fly around. So to get into that position, or that mode, we're gonna flip SWB to 1, and we're gonna go all the way down on SWA. Mode altitude hold. So we're in altitude hold. Now we have our throttle stick at 50% throttle, and that will keep you held. Now I'm going to bring it down a little bit lower by lowering the throttle stick. Comes down nice and slow. We'll set it there and we'll fly around. Now again, it is a little bit windy today, so the Nova will do the best it can to hold its altitude. But it is looking pretty good right there. All right, and now we'll go back into stabilize. All right, so now we're gonna do the return to home function of the Nova. Now that is really easy to get into. You just take your SWA switch and bring it all the way down. So I'm gonna take the Nova out a little bit, and we will let it come back to right where we armed it. Ready?
Transmitter is down.
disarms itself.
Yeah.
It's great.
No damage.
None.
Nova's back where you want it.
Yep.
Simple.
Super easy. All right, so now we're gonna upload a mission to the Nova. Again, you can do that directly from the Tower app with your telemetry module. So we're gonna go into the editor. And now we're going to select a few waypoints. I'm gonna put one in front of us. I'll put one over here. Put one over here. And then we'll set a fourth one. But now we're gonna click on the fourth one. Oops. And we're going to set it as a return to launch. So now we have all of our waypoints set. Zoom out. I will go over here to the options menu. I will upload the mission. It's gonna ask me if I want to insert a takeoff, which I do.
Waypoint saved to drone.
So now the mission is uploaded to the Nova. We're gonna go back to our flight data screen. So we have our Nova in stabilized mode, so we can now arm it and send it on the mission directly from our Tower app. So we're gonna click arm, we're gonna slide it.
Armed.
Nova's armed. We're gonna press auto mode.
Waypoints received.
We're gonna slide it, and away she goes.
Going 4 waypoint. Disarmed.
Wow.
Great.
That
Came
was
right
perfect.
back. That was amazing. So yeah, that about wraps it up for the Quantum Nova Pro product profile. Super new, awesome features from the older Nova. I still got plenty of flight time left, so I'm gonna go take this guy up and fly him some more.